so today we're going to do a recap of the dining plan.
Yes.
So, just a recap for if you're new or something.
Yeah.
This is Mandy. This was our last trip here in September. Was Mandy and Chris, Mom and Dad's.
Yes.
First time staying on property. First time doing the dining plan. Okay, so we had something planned every single day.
Yes.
Had a dinner. We upgraded to, because we got free dining, but we ended up doing the upcharge to
the Disney dining plan, which
Yeah.
was the 1 table service, 1 quick service, and 2 snacks, plus everyone got your mug.
yes. So it was different. I've done the dining plan twice before.
The same kind, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had the exact same time. First time it was absolutely free. Second time I paid for the dining plan.
Oh yeah.
Now this is, so it's been a different level kind of money wise
Yeah.
each time. So I have enjoyed it thoroughly. Now we're going to tell you exactly what happened this time. We are really not complainers in general about Disney stuff.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just, we love Disney so much. We love the brand. We love, some things they do we don't approve of. And
You know Disney.
yeah, you know what you did. But we, in general, we really love the Disney company because we love the time that families can spend there.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about, is about families. So dining plan, Mandy, what did you think?
Okay, overall, I was happy. I was very happy that we got the dining plan.
Okay.
I liked the convenience of not having to worry about setting aside money and trying to figure out exactly how much money I would need. I liked that we paid for it up front. It was done. It was there. However...
Wait a minute. Do y'all remember Mandy saying, like, a little while back, I'm going to keep every receipt and I'm going to tally it up.
Yeah.
See exactly what is going to happen.
So that was
Where's
my
your
plan.
receipts?
Technically, we only threw them away last week. Because Chris was going through his wallet, and he's like, do you still need these receipts? I saved them. But then you stopped asking for them, so I stopped saving. Basically what happened was, because we did basically every table service, most table services, minus like 2 of them, were character dining, right? I was super overwhelmed. It was awesome. Like, I loved it. I loved the interactions with the characters. Minus Tusker House, which is a whole other story. It was great. Like, I liked it as a one-time thing. I will probably not do that many character dinings ever again for an entire vacation. It was nice because you didn't have to plan to go see the characters, but you get a totally different interaction. So it was fun. I'm glad I did it because I would always wonder what it would be like. Now I know, and as with the 2 littles, it was super crazy overwhelming that when it came time for the bill, I was just like, I don't know what to do. And then the whole not knowing, which we talked about before in our family, swimming, not the unknown, does not work well with us.
Yeah.
So we didn't know what to expect, and the whole tipping thing was foggy with them the last time they went. And so I was really concerned about the tipping thing. I wanted to make sure that we had it right, that we weren't screwing anybody over, and it ended up working out just fine. Like, it was easy peasy.
Yeah. I think one of the problems that we had is that we were a party of 10.
Yes.
So character interactions, first off, were hard because they would see maybe my girls at one end, and so they come and talk to them, and then Emma was at the other end because we tried to put the grandparents in the middle so they could
kind of help out. Yeah, and then Sammy was always
and Sammy's little, so but Emma and Libby and Gabby all wanted to be a part of that, but they kind of sometimes left ones out.
Yeah.
And which was odd, but it was I think they're so used to being busy.
Yeah.
The experience with that was not as great as I had before. And in general, it was not nearly as great. But I think we should just go through where we
each place.
ate.
Yeah, and do
So the first night we ate when we got there, we went to 1900 Park Fair, which the time before, I was not that impressed with it in general. It was not my favorite meal for the food for...
How's it not your favorite food?
They all loved it.
Okay,
It was
let me just tell
hilarious.
you that butternut squash
I mean, that was good.
Ravioli. I dream of that. It was so delicious. I even went to Trader Joe's to try to find it because I had thought that I'd found it there before to make my own because it was so delicious. But it was a buffet and it was our very first one and our room wasn't ready and there was a lot of stuff going on that night. We just drove 2 days, so it was crazy overwhelming for me. Me and Chris ended up, bickering, more or less me bickering at him because he doesn't bicker. But Emma, that, I would have done it all for that one night. During that time, Cinderella was her absolute favorite person, and it's who she was for Halloween. She still loves. She is Cinderella, and she dances around with Chris and calls him her Prince Charming. So to see her, she had a great shot of the door when they announced Cinderella to come out, and they announced Prince Charming to come out, and when they were dancing in the middle, and it was just that to see the joy on my daughter's face. And yes, she is 2.5 at that point, and 2.5 is not too young. The memories that she made there, she still talks about today, a month later, and she will probably keep talking about.
Well, and too, Samuel, even though he was 11 months, we got some really cute pictures of him and Cinderella. He was just mesmerized by her. And he had a little Prince Charming shirt on.
Prince Charming.
I mean, so it was really, really cute and special. And she loved the food, and I think most of everyone else loved the food.
Our server was a little. There's the one thing about the dining plan that I didn't care for is almost every server acted like you should already know how the dining plan works. And I almost feel like they should ask, hey, when you go to a restaurant sometimes, hey, is this your first time here at Chili's? Well, no, it's Chili's. Everyone's been here a million times. But, hey, this is your first time or is anyone on the dining plan? I don't think anyone even asked until it came time for the bill.
Yeah.
And so, but that part was overwhelming.
Well, especially the guy there, the server there, he had been there, I think he said 20-some years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was not.
He was probably on autopilot.
And of course, we celebrate cast members. Yeah. And so they can make or break, I think, your dining experience. But so we did that. So we went to 1900 Park Fair. What was your thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Okay, I give it a half thumb.
I think thumbs up. If you're a Cinderella fan.
Yeah.
If you have a Cinderella fan in your family, thumbs up.
Yeah. So the next day we went to Hollywood Studios. Woo-hoo. So this one was a little tricky because we originally had plans to go to 50s Primetime Cafe. So, and then Mandy decided that she was going to surprise Chris with going to or the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So we ditched her reservation.
Yep.
Ended up going and you guys, where did you eat?
We ate at the Diamond Horseshoe.
Okay. So, and we ate at 50s Primetime. So I'm going to talk about 50s Primetime. She'll talk about the Diamond Horseshoe. So, what had happened there too is that our friends John and Nay had come up to visit from Jacksonville. So, they were actually there with us. And so I didn't really know when they were going to get there. So we didn't have them added on to the reservations. And, so we got there, which I knew. I knew that maybe they wouldn't be able to get in. We would just play by ear, and they're cool. They're like, they would go with the flow. So, so we went up, and I said, checked in for us, and we were all really excited because we'd eaten there years ago, and they, she just don't remember. Now I'm gonna have to find a picture. But, so we went there, and I said, we originally had reservations for 10. 4 of them went to Mickey's Not So Scary, so now it's just 6. I said, but I've got friends here, 2 of them. Is there any way that you can get us in? And they were so accommodating, and they got us in. Well, they ended up putting us, at this point, Gabby's asleep. And
which happens a lot
with our kids. They fall asleep during mealtime. You can't help that.
Yeah.
So we kind of laid her in a booth, and I sat there, and then we were all sitting there. But our server was amazing. Now I haven't watched it, but if you watched any of the Epcot stuff for the food and wine, I guess they did a segment where the people on there learned how to be servers at 50s Primetime, and this guy, Cousin John, was his name. So if you're watching Cousin John, give us a shout out, because we talked to you about being on here, and he was amazing. He made such a fun time. It was my parents' absolute favorite restaurant that they went
Wow.
to. The experience was great. Their food was awesome. Everybody got different things, and we shot a video, so those will be later
Yeah.
on. But I ended up getting the meatloaf. It had carrots in it. Didn't care for the carrots. And it was a really, really small portion, which I don't remember it being that small. But desserts were great. Super accommodating.
Did you get the peanut butter and jelly shake?
I did get the peanut butter jelly
Was
shake.
it amazing?
It was amazing. I thought it was super
I
great.
don't know.
It really was good. It was super good. So, but it was an amazing experience. This was Dad's first dining experience because he didn't make the night before. So he flew in. So this was really, really good, and they loved it. It was a great experience.
I'm sad I missed it because since I've never ate there before, I really haven't.
She has. She was like 8.
Oh, well, it's possible I don't remember. I doubt we ate there when I was 8. Anyways,
Okay.
so we broke away and went to, when I had decided to surprise Chris with the tickets, Leanne and our awesome Disney vacation planner, we all worked together and I got the tickets and we made the reservations at the Diamond
Horseshoe?
Diamond Horseshoe. Now, this is usually only open seasonally.
Yeah.
And it used to have like a stage show. They don't have that anymore, but they do have like a piano that is like automatically playing. It's really nice. It's just playing some kind of like saloon type piano music. If you can hear it in your
Like
head.
Westerny?
Yeah, like I'm hearing it right now.
Frontierland.
Yeah, Frontier. It's because it's in Frontierland. The food is served family style, and it's a bunch of like barbecue pulled pork. There was some sausages. The sausages were so good. The food was really good. With the family style meat stuff, I didn't really eat hardly any of the meats because I'm really picky about sausage flavors, and I don't eat pulled meat, and I don't like turkey, and I did like the ham at one place, but that was it. But all the sides were delicious too. The stuffing is just that was the other place. It was just delicious. It was absolutely delicious, and they had Emma is 2, and Sammy was 11 months. So neither one qualified for the dining plan. So this is my first time without Leanne. So I was like, so I was like, I explained, I said she's 2, she doesn't qualify for the dining plan. But I was like, so this works this way, and he's yeah. Great server. I totally forget his name. I think it was Russ.
So if they don't qualify for the dining plan.
If you don't qualify for the dining plan, this is how it works. They will still get a drink of their own, no charge. And they eat with you, no charge. They get their own plate, and the servers at every single place.
This is our family style.
Yeah, they were crazy accommodating. Like for Emma, at one point she actually has spilled her drink, and the guy went, and he was so much fun. He went and got her an Ariel cup, like a specialty cup that had like this little light of Ariel and this straw that makes noises, it disappeared when we got home.
Oh, I'll find it.
I have it. Anyways, and he was so awesome about it, and her face just lit up because she loves Ariel. And so she was just, that whole time she was having so much fun. The time that we went, and because it was getting ready to be the party, it was not very busy. Like there was probably only 7 families in there eating when we were there. So it was a phenomenal experience. Our waiter he was amazing. He was super accommodating. As we ate through food, it's all that you care to eat, not all you can eat. And they will not correct you, but if you say, oh, this is all you can eat, right? And they're like, yeah, it's all you care to eat. So like they don't want to emphasize like, please gorge yourself and be miserable, eat all my food. But it was great, and the food was good quality. The dessert was so good. It was like a brownie s'more almost. And at this point, Sammy had pooped in his diaper, so Chris went to take him and change him. And me and Emma ate all the marshmallow off the top of the brownie.
So Chris just thinks it was a brownie.
No, he got some of it before he left. But he had so much of the pulled pork and the meat, and it was delicious. Like, he's a barbecue kind of guy, and he loved it. He loves meats, and it was just delicious. And they even, like, for Sammy, like, we fed him mac and cheese, and it was just a really, really great experience. And it was, again, great staff there, and it was fun.
So the next day, we went to Magic Kingdom. So... if you guys have never used touring plans, it's like $14.99, and they help you find reservations. Michelle is amazing, and she helped us get all of our stuff. But I use touring plans, and signed up because Be Our Guest is one of those places that is extremely hard to get.
I don't know why.
I really wanted to have dinner at Be Our Guest.
That would have been better.
But we've always had lunch there, and I think we've had lunch there 3 or 4 times. But we ended up snacking a breakfast for 10,
Woo-hoo!
hot dog, and it was like at 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it was a really good time. It just worked out. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get there, and of course, my children don't do breakfast really good. I really have to, that's the meal I have to force them to eat anything. Breakfast is just not the best meal in our house. But we force it because it's the most important. Hashtag good mom. Anyhow, so we get there, and I was excited about the cronut, the Bananas Foster cronut or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounded really good, and I didn't want to have to stop in Epcot to get the cronut, but I really wanted the cronut, so I was like, boom, this is awesome. So I was really looking forward to it, and from our experiences from lunch, I thought, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So we got in there, and we ordered our stuff, and my children ordered, Tim ordered eggs and the meats and stuff, traditional breakfast. I ordered the cronut, they're supposed to come with a little tray of danishes and whatnots, fruits and stuff, for each party. And so, we did that, and we got one thing and my children ordered cereal. A half hour later, after asking 2 or 3 cast members, we finally got our food, and my children still did not have their cereal.
Isn't that crazy?
We only had, for 3 different parties, we only had 1 tray of the danishes and stuff, because I would have just fed them that. It was really...
It was hectic.
It was hectic.
Yeah.
It was just not a good experience.
No.
Now, I've seen people's videos about how much they love it and how they're sitting there and they're enjoying it all so nice and amazing.
Good children?
Probably not.
See, I have a theory.
Okay.
Because our 2 breakfast reservations, we mainly did lunch and dinners. Our 2 breakfast reservations ended up being the worst experiences for me.
Wow.
Great. So, my theory is because the night before was when we were at the Halloween party, and we didn't get in until 1:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time baths and bed, and we took showers because it was disgusting by the end of each day. And by the time we were done, we probably, including the kids, were going on 4 hours of sleep, if that.
Well, see, our kids weren't that way.
But you
That
got
night.
it.
We were in bed at 10.
No way.
Yeah.
Because you shut down the park.
But it wasn't. It really closed at 8.
But so for my kids, that was the day of her issues, and I don't know how much TMI you want me to tell.
She had trouble going potty.
Yes. And so Emma, that was the day. It was just her. You could just see she just wanted to lay on us and wouldn't eat her breakfast. Sammy was super fussy, so it was really tough to get them to eat. So, and it was really hectic to get anyone to help us to get a drink for Emma. I was like, I will pay for it, please. I just need to get my daughter a drink. Where can I get a cup? Where can I get this? Please help me. And it was very frustrating.
So we left there frustrated, and what should have taken us 45 minutes, maybe an hour, ended up taking us about an hour and a half. Or longer, which at this time we've lost some fast passes. We're really good planners, and so this really cut into our park time, especially when you go in the fall. The hours are shorter, so you're like, come on now, what is going on? So, but hey, we were going to Liberty Tree Tavern that afternoon.
We're gonna lick that salad bowl.
We're gonna lick this salad bowl. It's gonna be such an awesome experience. Everybody's gonna love it.
Liberty Tree.
Liberty Tree.
He's disappointing me.